It's the top two teams in the American Hockey League's Atlantic Division at the Hartford Civic Center tonight as the Wolfpack host the Manchester Monarchs. It's airtight in the Atlantic Division. The Wolfpack are just 4 points behind the first place Monarchs, but just 8 points separate the second place Wolfpack from the fifth place spot in the division. Hello again, I'm Bob Crawford, and I'll be calling all the play-by-play for you this evening. Joined in the color analyst chair by Rich Capola. PJ Stock is otherwise engaged tonight. He's playing an alumni game for the Boston Bruins. Happy to have you along, Rich. And with Ryan Callahan up, the Wolfpack really needed somebody to step up and carry the scoring load. A pair of other young wingers have really done that over the last little while.
Well, first off, we lose some toughness in the booth, of course. You know, we're not talking about the Wolfpack struggling to score goals, and these are two guys why. When you look at Bure and Nigel Dawes, I think they found a comfort zone in playing with Dwight Helmden as they flank the second-year pro. In the case of Dawes, 35 goals last year, his first year as a pro. And I think what happened, Bobby, he broke camp as a member of the New York Rangers, played sparingly in 8 games, was sent down. And I think naturally you have a little bit of a disappointment, try to find your game again. He certainly has done that, has terrific speed, uses it well, comes off a hat trick against Bridgeport yesterday. Okay, I mentioned Bure, came over from Atlanta back in February. I think the two things for him, keep his feet moving, keep his game simple. When he tries for the home run pass all the time, so to speak, or the home run ball, it seems to hurt him. But he had a game-winning goal last Sunday, had 2 goals and an assist Wednesday against Bridgeport, had 4 assists last night. So these guys have it going right now, and I think there's great chemistry in that line right now.
Now we bring in the third member of our crew, ice side, Glenn Conticello. He's with Wolfpack captain Craig Weller. Glenn?
All right, Bobby, thanks very much. Craig, the team on a 4-game win streak. Power play seems to have turned around. 6 goals, last 12 opportunities over the last 2 games. In your mind, what's the difference?
Definitely, you know, it's a big boost to get the power play going. We've had some guys that are getting a chance to play together a bit more. You know, we had some guys up in New York. They're back now. They're playing together. They're getting the chemistry down. And that's paying off. You know, we can't look at it totally because Bridgeport had a lot of young guys in their lineup that they had called up. So we don't want to get overconfident, but definitely it's nice to get the goals going in on the power play.
All right, big night tonight and tomorrow. I don't need to tell you. You got 4 points up for grabs. You're 4 points back of the Monarchs. What do you need to do tonight to get the victory?
You know, it's been a hard series with these guys all year. They've got a really good team and strong goaltending. These are 2 big games for us. We're just going to have to make sure we come out, play physical, and make sure we play a full 60 minutes. And, you know, really want the 4 points up for grabs.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
Craig Weller, captain of the Wolfpack. Should be a good one here tonight. It'll be playoff atmosphere, guys. Back up to you.
Thanks a lot, Glenn. Weller and the Wolfpack relying on young guys to carry the load for them. The LA Kings, Manchester's parent club, has sent down a 13th-year pro to anchor the Monarchs.
Well, Bob, when you think about it, Oleg Tverevsky, he's a guy that won 2 Stanley Cups, one as a member of the Devils, one with Carolina as recently as last year. So you think, well, what does he have to prove? Probably nothing to prove, but they have to feel as an organization he's a character guy that will come here and provide leadership throughout the Calder Cup playoffs. They've been ousted early the last 5 years.
If the Wolfpack can sweep this 2-game home-and-home series in regulation, they would tie the Monarchs for first place of the division. The opening face-off is next from the Hartford Civic Center. Stay with us. A good Saturday night crowd in the stands here tonight in Hartford. In nets for the visiting Manchester Monarchs is Barry Brust. Just his 14th appearance of the year for Manchester. Jason LaBarbera has played in 57 of the Monarchs' 70 games. Excellent numbers for Brust in the goals against average and save percentage departments. And Al Montoya, who carries the 2nd best goals against average in the AHL into this game, is in the Hartford net. Montoya 23-15-0. Jason LaBarbera watching this one from the sidelines, and that's not something he's experienced a lot of here, Rich.
Not much. At one stretch, Bobby played in 19 of 22 games. You and I had a chance to speak with him a few moments earlier in the 10-year history of this team, and certainly there have been just a number of outstanding goaltenders, and Jason LaBarbera is one of them. But you know, right now, Al Montoya is another one, and after a slow start to the season, I think Al Montoya has played very good hockey over an extended period of time now. So this could be a low-scoring game. You got to take chances of your opportunities, try and bury a couple, because both goaltenders are excellent goaltenders. And as I said, Al Montoya getting the start for the Wolfpack tonight.
He's won 12 of his last 16 decisions in this, his 2nd year of pro hockey. The referee tonight is Terry Koharski, a veteran Your linesmen, Dave Spanis and Luke Galvin. Koharski drops the puck, and we're underway. Montoya handles the dump in, and he'll play it to Corey Potter. These royal blue jerseys, the Wolfpack's third jerseys commemorating their 10th anniversary season here in Connecticut's capital city. And Brust will play it off to Brendan Buckley, the Manchester captain. Noah Clark, just back from parent club Los Angeles, steers it to center. Dave Lifton has a pass block, taken in by Dwight Halmanen. He collides with Tim Jackman. Now Potter sends Craig Weller to center. He's bumped by Gabe Gauthier. Brust is able to stop it off. Doug Nolan reverses it around to Oleg Tverdovsky. 13th year pro. We talked about him in the open. A pass is blocked, and the puck will be tracked down by Nigel Dawes. His centering feed is blocked off by Tverdovsky. He can't clear. Now working the left wing side is Jarkko Immonen, and a long shot by Hannu Pikkarainen is blocked this side, allowing the Monarchs to clear. Dawes back for the Wolfpack with Pikkarainen trailing. Dawes gets separated from the puck. That was by Lauri Tukkanen. Tukkanen moving to center for Manchester before he gets hit by Alex Bourret. Matt Molson, a long shot right on, and Montoya makes his first save.
Well, we talked, of course, in the open about the potential for the Wolfpack to tie with 2 regulation wins, to tie Manchester for first place. Jim Schoenfeld and company come into this game 4 points back. But I think also what you want to do is to try to establish home ice against this club that they could see later on in the playoffs. The Wolfpack have been outstanding on the road this year, not as good as they would expect and like to be on home ice.
That's been the case for the most part in the division as well. A long shot is gloved calmly by Montoya, that by Peter Harold, a product of Boston College, and Montoya will get a stoppage.
Well, again, Montoya, he did such a good job last year before going down with the shoulder injury, and got off to kind of a slow start this year. But once he found his way and got everything going again, he's really been on a big-time roll right now, and certainly capable of carrying this team deep into the playoffs. Here's
a rebound given up by Montoya, but the Monarchs can't stuff it home as Peter Kanko was stopped. And it's cleared away by Frank Lessard. Dane Byers forechecking on Brian Schmidt. Brandon Dubinsky hands it back to Byers. Byers centers it, deflects right on goal, and a sharp save made by Brust. Now it's stuffed on net by Lessard. And Brust will have to cover up. Lessard, who's known more as a tough guy than a scorer, getting a chance out there with 2 pretty good offensive players in Dubinsky and Byers.
And I thought Byers made the play by hustling and being physical behind the net, leading to the turnover, which then led to a scoring opportunity for the Wolfpack. And that's what you ask guys like that to do. Use your physical ability, use that, and hustle and cause turnovers and create some things in the offensive zone.
Immonen wins a face-off for the Pack, but the linesman Galvin unintentionally gets in his way. Dawes drops back to his own line, covering for Dale Purant. Marv Degon with it for the Wolfpack, UMass Amherst product. Richard Petio now drops it off to Buckley. Back to Petio. His pass is blocked by Immonen. Buckley recovers. He's hit by Bourret, but Kevin Westgard will play it toward the line. He can't clear. Buckley sweeps it away and just past Degon and out to center. Wolfpack fling it back in. Their defense changes up. And Bourret throws a bump on Petio behind the cage, but Buckley maintains control.
They've been able to establish their forecheck early, Bobby, and has led to already a couple of scoring opportunities.
That's one thing the Wolfpack are known around the AHL for, is consistently finishing checks, even though they're not the physically biggest team in the league by any stretch.
And it really comes because they're able to get pucks deep. When you get pucks deep, you go into your forecheck and cycle and cause turnovers that way.
11th year pro Marty Murray with the puck. Murray is bumped by Greg Moore, but he carries on. Here's a centering feed, tipped away by Halmanen, kept in by Nolan. To Tverdovsky, he shoots, and Montoya knocks that down with Big Jackman in his face, and away comes Moore. Moore up over the line, drops it off to Halmanen, he shoots, and that's blocked wide by the Manchester defense. Jackman starts the Monarchs back. Murray to Clark, back to Murray. His shot off the rush is sticked away by Montoya. They bang for it now, and Pikkarainen works it free. Pikkarainen, a Finnish-born defenseman in his 5th game in the AHL with the Wolfpack after an injury-plagued first half of the season, and the puck is out of play for a whistle.
And again, you know, to keep that thing going, when you're able to get pucks deep constantly and get up on the defense win early, that's when you'll see the turnovers created, and you create offense off your turnovers. And in the first few minutes of this game, the Wolfpack doing a very good job of doing so and getting in the faces of the Monarch defensemen.
Gauthier and Dubinsky on the draw here. Now they're going to throw Dubinsky out, it looks like. And Hugh Jessman will come in to take Darien, Connecticut product and Ranger first rounder. Jessman wins the faceoff. And Dubinsky slides it down to the Manchester zone. Harold winds it around to Tukkanen. He's hit, but he's able to push it ahead to Gauthier. Molson into the Wolfpack zone. 3-on-2 here. Schmidt joins the play. His pass is blocked by Lifton. Kept in by Molson. He had a hat trick last night in a Manchester victory in Albany. Schmidt has a pass blocked by Potter. Wolfpack can't clear. Now Jessman out battles Molson. Could be a 2-on-1 here. Byers is on the left wing side. Jessman right in. Shooting, scores! Jessman puts it up top behind Brust, and the Wolfpack grab the early lead.
Well, that's a great individual effort by Jessman. Bobby, he really fought through his check, didn't give up on the play, caught up with it along the boards, kept the puck down the right wing boards, and then went top shelf with the shot. So Hugh Jessman, as we'll see on the replay, doing a great job of not giving up on a play, of fighting through a check, and then flipping the puck upstairs, beating Brust high. He cut into the circle and scored the goal. You know, he struggled early in the season, Bob, was sent down to Charlotte. He came back in the first 4 or 5 games after he was recalled by the Wolfpack. He scored a ton of goals, leveled off a little bit, but that's a great individual effort there. And his confidence is probably higher right now than it's been at any point since turning pro.